gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why.
It's the set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take a
Okay, ready?
They'll run on first down. Vasquez. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On 2nd down now, it's Vasquez. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 3rd down, Vasquez. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Lions at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vasquez. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a first carry for their fullback. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Ready?
A play fake. Now Warner. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On the give, this is their fullback, and able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves you with a 1st and goal.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. The give to the fullback on the dive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Warner. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot. And this one is right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. He's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yes. Face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes going to throw. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Mahomes now on 1st down. Fires Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now it's Mahomes again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. They'll run with Edwards alone. And he's going to take it into the end zone for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well. And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January. And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. On first down, Vasquez. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Holding offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Warner. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Warner. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Vasquez. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll run again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are able to move back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
KC's offense ready to take over. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Vaughn.
And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12, as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Right back to Atwell. That's complete.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to pull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
Will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 14-10. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field.
They're behind in the 1st half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Out of the gun, here's Warner. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
71 yards.
And the Lions have yet again retaken the lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And Mahomes going to run again.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Take it at the 37. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. A final shot before break. Warner. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Glenn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
So here are the Lions to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
On 1st and 10, Warner. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Warner from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They'll go with a keeper, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll run on first down. Vasquez, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vasquez, and he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Vasquez. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Warner. And in for the Lions touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes.
Open man is Atwell, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now here's Mahomes. Touchdown! From 6 yards away.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll buy some time right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
DJ Wadham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, Any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take the man.
Back now at Ford Field. The Lions on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Oh, good move. Again with a juke. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. Now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Vaughn. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Automatic first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. They're in for the Chiefs touchdown. Chigakonkwo, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Warner to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Here's Warner. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. They run the counter. It's Vasquez. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Only
only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Vasquez. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Come on. Hey.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That 2nd down play nets a -4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw, Warner.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Yep. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning, and that's going to help them big one.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
So now the Lions down by 11, just over 2 minutes to go. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. In motion comes the tight end left. It'll be Warner on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run on 1st down. It's Vasquez. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Caught on the slant. And in for the Lions touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mahomes to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
Yeah, I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
That was an excellent come from behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag is, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, check out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music.